So welcome back guys to another video, and today I'm doing a review on a Metal Wolf Chaos XD, an HD remaster of a 14-year-old game. Now this is really interesting. You cannot mention this game without a little bit of a history lesson, because for the longest time this game was stuck in Japan and it was only exclusively on the original Microsoft Xbox. And this is a game from Software, the same folks who brought us Dark Souls and the Armored Core series, and this was a way that them and Microsoft were trying to make this zany game that would appeal to the Japanese audience. And what better way than giant mechs and patriotism? So without further ado, let's talk about it. America has been taken hostage from Vice President Richard Hawke, and as the 47th President of the United States, Michael Wilson, it is your duty to make things right by fighting him inside of a giant mech. Aided by your secretary, Jody Crawford, it's time to take Air Force One to a whole new level. When it comes to gameplay, Metal Wolf Chaos is a third-person shooter, piloting an armored mech with a large arsenal of weapons. And you must fight your way through destructible environments full of enemies, infantry, tanks, and helicopters. And the goal of each mission is to destroy all enemies, sometimes within a time limit. There's also optional goals of rescuing a set of hostages, collecting energy pods. Saving hostages actually unlocks musical tracks from the game and special weapons, while the energy pods give the player additional shields of protection from enemy attack. While you have a dash mechanic, excessive dashing will actually drain your shield power and overheat the mech. There are over 100 unique weapons in the game, ranging from handguns to silo missiles, but only 8 can be equipped at a time. Weapons can be unlocked with money obtained through each level, and destroying enemies in quick succession will generate a chain bonus, giving the player a higher score. So first off, it feels great to finally play a game that I've been anticipating for a long time. You know, with it only being in Japan, the only way I was able to play this is if I had a modded Xbox and paid exuberant amount of money on eBay. So to finally play it and have that anticipation die down was pretty good. But there are a lot of things I do like about the game, but the fun ride comes very short, very quick. The things that I really love about this game is I like the archaic feel of it. It's a very archaic shooter. It's got some really B-movie-esque kind of writing and voice acting that's just so bad it's good. But once that starts to kind of die down, and once you start to get into the middle of the game, you start to really realize that this is a 14-year-old game that even for its time had very dated mechanics. I was not a big fan of the weapon system, switching your weapons in game. It was very, very clunky. Also, the fact that there is some platforming to this game, I really wish the mech actually had a hover instead of just a jetpack boost jump. So there was a lot of times I found myself dying, going down the Grand Canyon just because I didn't make the jump exactly the way I wanted to. And with that being said, this game has no checkpoints. Each mission, if you die, you have to start at the very beginning, and that's kind of a bummer because the game's difficulty turns up pretty fast. And while this is a From Software game, I want to refrain calling it the Dark Souls with mechs, but it's pretty hard. It's pretty cheap, and I'm not a big fan of that. But with that being said, to give this game a score, I'd give it about a 6 out of 10. It's mediocre, but it's very messy. It's got a lot of history, but it's very dated. I mean, for everything that's good about this game, there are so many cons to it as well. And I would say if you wanted to check this game out, definitely check it out on sale, maybe on a digital format like PSN or Steam. Maybe if you can find a used copy, definitely. But for now, you can only buy it new physically at GameStop. As of now in the US, it's an exclusive at GameStop. So I'm glad I finally got to play it, but it was kind of a letdown. Anyway guys, that's my thoughts on Metal Wolf Chaos. Be sure to leave a comment below, tell me what you think about it. And as always, thanks for watching, and if you wanted to stay up to date on what's new on this channel, be sure to hit the notifications, the bell beside the subscription button, so you know whenever there's a new video coming out. Anyway guys, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.